Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy NFL Sunday, October 16th. Welcome to Speak on the Sports. I'm your host, Sham Lewis, here for show number 2. Super excited about this episode. We got some great topics for you today. Let's go ahead and bring in my main man. You guys already know who it is. Terrence Mayers, talk to the people. Say what's up.
What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful day here in the state of Washington. Some great games going on, some great sports content for this week, and I'm ready to get into it.
Yes,
Rocking
sir.
my Woodson jersey today. You know what it is. It's always
Yes,
ready.
sir. Yes, sir. Now, listen. Before we go any further, we got a special announcement today. Terrence, happy birthday, man. It's Terrence's 40th birthday today.
Big 40. Yes,
Big
sir.
40.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man.
Happy and healthy, man. Made it this far. So we got a lot further to go. We got family, got love, got community. So, it's a blessing to make it this far.
Yes, sir. So what's the plan, man? What we doing for the birthday today? We got anything special planned or what's going on?
We're just going out to dinner. We're going to hit up Ramsey's spot out here in Bellevue. And, just have a nice little dinner with the family. Other than that, my plans. I'm about to leave this country here in about a week, a little bit over a week. Go sit on the beach and, drink till I don't want to no more.
That's how you supposed to bring in 40, man. On the beach, chilling with a drink in your hand. That's exactly how you're supposed to bring in 40, man. So congratulations. And more importantly, man, thank you for spending time here with me on your birthday. I know you could be doing a million other things, man. So I appreciate you making time on your 40th birthday, man. Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to jump right into these topics, man. Without further ado, the first topic that we're going to cover today is a topic that I've kind of wanted to talk about for the last little bit here, about LeBron and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Obviously, LeBron is going into season number 20, and he is a few points away from being the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. So that in and of itself is impressive. We're going to cover LeBron a lot this season, I'm sure. So I don't want to make it about LeBron, but specifically there was an interview that LeBron did. This was a couple weeks ago at this point, but LeBron did an interview where he was asked about, the scoring title and that sort of thing. And I just want to play this clip real quick and then we'll come back and talk about it. What is going on here? All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Come on now. Okay. This thing wants to give me a hard time today. This is why you got to have your stuff queued up, people. Here, let's try this again. Let's give this a refresh. We live, man. This is how it goes. When you live, when the creativity is happening, everything doesn't always go exactly how you might want it to go. Sometimes you might have to make some adjustments. All right, let's
see. That's what authenticity is about.
Absolutely.
All-time scoring record this year. On Kareem and all.
All right.
LeBron, with you having a chance to get the all-time scoring record this year, do you have any thoughts on Kareem and all?
Jesus Christ.
No thoughts. And no relationship.
Last two for LeBron.
Okay. Well, that didn't go the way I thought it would. All right. So basically the reporter asked LeBron how he felt about, he's very close to passing Kareem. And the reporter just basically asked him, did he have any thoughts on LeBron and how was his? I'm sorry, did he have any thoughts on Kareem and how was his relationship? And he simply said, no thoughts and no relationship. So over the years, LeBron James and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar have had, a pretty cold relationship. They don't really have a relationship. Kareem has made several statements, just kind of being overly critical of LeBron James. And, as wise and stewardly as Kareem may be, he's just a human. And we all deal with that element of jealousy and envy. And I don't want to say that Kareem is just flat out jealous. However, he is about to lose his place. It's been about 30 or 40 years or something like that. He's been the leading scorer all time. And now you're going to be second. And nobody talks about second place. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the most dominant move that the NBA has ever seen, the sky hook. It was unstoppable. And to be honest with you, in my personal opinion, I think that Kareem's all-time scoring record is, as a basketball purist, I would say that it's probably going to be a bit more impressive than LeBron's, because I think Kareem hit one three-pointer in his whole career. So we talking all these points, 2 points at a time, right? And LeBron has, he's a three-point shooter. The NBA, the lanes are a lot more wide open. So there's still an impressive element to what LeBron brings to the table in terms of all of the points that he's been able to score over the course of his career. But it's a lot easier to get buckets these days than it used to be. And again, just to kind of drive home the point, Kareem did his 2 points at a time. So I would like to see some sort of, I don't want to call it a reconciliation, but, they are both ambassadors of the league, and I would like to see them have some sort of a moment where they can come together and talk, whether it's before or after LeBron passes the record. I just kind of want to see that happen. As a black man, I would like to see the two of them, because they don't have any real beef, so I would just kind of like to see them kind of work that out.
Well, I did see an article in The Athletic in which Kareem, he did kind of go in at him. He said, LeBron's did some great things that he's done. He stands on both sides of the fence, almost. So I think Kareem's biggest issue with LeBron is his social stance, because LeBron has came out and, has been vocal about, social justice and equality. But if Kareem, he goes all in on something. He's a true believer in what he stands for, and he doesn't waver. And I think that's his biggest issue with LeBron, is that LeBron plays both sides, both the corporate and the social side. And that's just, just part of having to navigate our current climate and what he's trying to accomplish. So he has to, in a sort of way, intertwine and be both. And I think that's the biggest thing. And a conversation is definitely needed. Understanding is definitely needed, because these are two great guys, great advocates for the league and just for, Black culture, Black people, equity, and social justice, all together. Mm-hmm. So I hopefully definitely they get a sit down and, work through those issues, but you gotta remember Kareem got hands too. Training Bruce Lee.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
If you want to throw the fade,
LeBron better watch that mouth. You come at Kareem if you want to, bro. Get karate chops. Yeah, I forgot he did. Kareem was in a movie with Bruce Lee back in the day. So yeah, man. Bruce, Kareem got them hands and them feets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that. I really do believe that there's going to be some sort of meeting of the minds, so to speak, even if they got to get the commissioner involved. I do think that before LeBron passes that record, or maybe even as he gets closer, because I think he's about 1,500 or so points away. As he gets closer, he is definitely. I think they'll make that happen. Because
just the Lakers alone, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they're both Lakers.
Yeah,
it makes absolutely no sense for this NBA moment to come in. And we're talking about the all-time scoring record. Like, this is a big deal. Whether you love LeBron or hate LeBron or whatever, this is a huge deal, man. I'm super excited about this NBA season. Man, I'm excited about Tuesday. We're going to come back to that, but we're going to do a special on NBA opening night, Speak on It Sports special for you guys this coming Tuesday to discuss the NBA season and, you know, our top 5 picks, our MVP picks, defensive player of the year, that sort of thing. So it's going to be a lot of fun on Tuesday. But we'll move on, man. Let's move on to the next topic here. So listen, next year is where this thing is going to get extremely interesting in the NBA, because we have Scoot Henderson coming in and Victor Wembanyama. Man, listen, talk about a cheat code in the NBA. You know, I'll let you kind of jump in here and just see and just let the people know what you think about seeing Victor and Scoot play in this game a couple weeks ago, and then we'll come back and watch a few highlights.
What can I say? They played in Vegas a few weeks ago, and I was just in awe of just the competitive nature of both of them, the skill and ability at such a young age, just to be so dominant and ready. They're ready to take that step. They stood out, but this draft class in general is stacked with talent. I am so looking forward to this next draft. I think we have a bunch of stars coming out. These two are the 1 and 1A. Now I'm going to say Victor's just number one.
Victor's one. Hey, man, Scoot got game. Scoot has game, but Victor Wembanyama, man, it ain't even fair.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't even fair, bro. Like, you can't make an NBA 2K created player that good. Like, this kid is 7'4".
Arguably 7'5".
Arguably 7'5". I mean, like, listen, man, let's get some of these highlights going, because we could talk about it, but you could just see for yourself. Let me make sure
California, they are excited for this new home. Scoot Henderson, first jump shot, got it.
And that's where Scoot has put into work over the summer.
So I'm going to go ahead and unmute, and then I'm going to just turn this volume down. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm going to just let the highlights play in the background while we talk, man. But this is Victor bringing the ball up the court. I mean,
look at that.
His package, his dribble package. This kid even has a dunk package, man. Like, he's got step backs. He's pulling up on fast breaks, and he had 5 blocks in this game. So he's playing excellent defense, weak side defense, interior defense. Look at that lob. Just, I mean, you don't see this kind of agility with
someone
7-footers, let alone somebody 7'5". Come on, man. This kid's wingspan is 8 feet. And I'm just super excited, man, to see how this kid's career progresses. I'm as excited about this kid. I might be even more than when Zion was coming in. You know, they've been comparing Victor Wembanyama to LeBron coming in and the hype. But let's not act like Zion Okay, we've been looking at Zion since he was in
Well,
seventh grade.
We knew Zion couldn't maintain what he was doing with his body size. So I'm excited to see Zion. He looked healthy this year, and I'm ready to see him finally take off. They finally got him on a regimen. We could talk about that later. We got to skip to this draft.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the next unicorn. They were talking about Chet Holmgren. This is a better version of what Chet Holmgren could possibly be. We know Chet is out for the year, but Victor is just his closeout. Like, if you think I'm at 3-point range and
Look at
he's
this double
right
block.
at the inside of the key and he can't get to that, he can get to that. He takes 2 steps and elevates, and he's blocking your 3-point, and he's 7 feet away from you.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous, man. This kid, Victor Wembanyama. But while we're talking about Vic, what about this kid, Scoot Henderson, man? I mean, like,
Scoot
this
is a
dude,
dog.
this dude, Scoot Henderson, it's not even fair. This kid's ability, man, like, he's so fast. Here, let me get us on this screen here real quick. Let me bring you in. Because I want people to see our actual reactions as we watch this kid just, I mean, like, this kid is so fast, man. It's kind of ridiculous how good this kid is. Here, let me make us a little smaller because I don't want to miss nothing. Look at Vic coming off the screen like Steph Curry at 7'5". So, yeah, man, but Scoot, this kid has the potential to be a 25 and 10 a night point guard in the league, man. I mean, some of this talent coming out is just kind of ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, Scoot is a dog, man. He no one pumps fear in his heart. You can see that in his game. It's going to translate so well, in the NBA. I'm looking forward to him just kind of being that next great point guard. NBA just pushing out great point guards back to back. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that he can't do with the ball.
And this kid's like 17, bro. Like, yep. He might be 18 now, but I mean, damn. And I mean, like, he really is fearless, man. He's going right at Victor Wembanyama. He got a couple shots blocked, but he got to the rim on him too, man.
Look at that. Yeah.
Some of these highlights are just ridiculous, dude. Like, it's going to be really difficult for guards to stay. It's only a couple of good defenders in the NBA anyway. It's going to be very difficult to stay in front of Scoot Henderson. He's a willing passer. I mean, I don't want to get crazy, but for his age, I mean, he's got top 3 to 5 point guard potential, all time. If he can get a 20-year career, 15 to 20 years, I mean, he's going to move up the scoring ranks, because obviously whatever team he goes to, he's going to have a green light, So like most of these kids.
And that's the thing I'm excited about. First off, I just have to say that there's a bunch of other talent coming out. You have the twins, Thompson twins, that are coming out this year, the 23 year. One of the underdog guards that I think is going to have a great career is Keontae George out of Baylor. He should be another top 5 pick. Okay. There's a bunch of other talent coming out. Outside of these two, this could be the LeBron draft all over again. Yeah. Just with the amount of talent that they'll be, showcasing. So definitely excited about, these top prospects and what they're going to bring to the league. I hope. I don't want to see Victor go to Utah. I'm just biased.
That's it, bro. Listen,
I don't want to see him go to OKC or Utah.
I don't want to see him. Well, he ain't going to OKC. Oh my God.
Yeah,
that is an actual possibility that they have Chet and Vic. Because they're not going to even get a chance to take advantage of Chet, so they might not make the playoffs again. They might be another bottom feeder, dude. If they get Oh my God, that would just be unfair. But yeah, I just don't want to see him in Utah or Indiana. I don't care
with Indiana, man.
No, bro.
I like
Nope.
their young core, man.
Nope.
Halliburton, man. He's
Oh, you know what that is? I forgot. I forgot he was over there. I forgot he was over there. But yeah, man. So I just wanted to go over these highlights, man. You know, Vic's team was really losing this game by a lot. They were down by like 20 in this game. And, you know, he brought his team back, hitting a bunch of threes in the second half, playing defense. Look, it's a minute left. They're down 6. He's knocking down threes from the corner, you know, with a minute left. So, I mean, these kids are clutch. They're fearless. I'm super excited about these kids coming into the league, man. I really, really am. So I just think, man, I can't wait. But I'm not in a hurry to see these guys because this season alone has plenty to offer. All right, man, let's move into this last topic before we get to our power parlays, because the first round of NFL games are coming to a close. And I want to make sure that we get through that part before the games end. So I'm going to let you introduce this next topic. I know this is something that was important for you that you wanted to cover. So the next thing that we're going to move to is just kind of the history of the draft, the NFL draft and the NBA draft. But I'll let you set this one up about the discriminatory practices in sports.
And we were initially talking about this because of Bronny and how hopefully by the time he's drafted, he can be drafted out of high school, as the NBA has finally decided to go back to what they should have already let keep happening, and that is drafting out of high school. You know, if you're ready to go professional, you should be able to go professional in whatever field that you are. The only in sports are there restrictions, specifically the NBA and the NFL. Now the NFL is a whole nother beast, being that you have to be, 3 years since you graduated high school before you can go professionally. So after your third year of college, or after you reach a certain age, and this is NFL now is the only profession where that is okay, and it's a point to where it's like, when is enough when it comes to the NFL Players Association, and how they outright discriminate against their personnel, their player personnel. If you look at the history of the NFL, from the combine to scouting and discriminatory practices that these scouts and these personnel players of the organizations display on a regular basis, it's just accepted. When these scouts are going to the colleges and speaking to the coaches, or trying to get background on these players, their initial contact is, or their initial response is, that they come from a single family home. How much weed does he smoke? Who's he involved with, and all that stuff. And it's right to do an investigation to get the background, but to make the assumption that this person comes from this, or is a part of that, without knowing who the person is, without having actual interaction with the person, and just making those assumptions, that's prejudice, that's discriminatory, as it is. Now, the NFL lifespan is 3 years, 3.5 years at the most. Thankfully, we have the name, image, likeness now in college, but just think, you have 3 years to make the most money you possibly can at your profession in the NBA before your career is over. The average player gets 3 years. and there's already a salary structure in place. So as an NFL draftee, you know your first 3 years, unless you're a first round pick, you maybe are making $3 million. And if you can get to a second contract, then you can start building wealth because 40% of that is taken out in taxes. The other is paid to agent fees. So people will just make the assumption that these players are millionaires and have this and have that. A lot of them don't have the financial literacy to understand how to invest and to make it happen. They have responsibilities and people and commitments that they've already set that structure for. So a lot of them are playing for their lives, and um, I feel like if the NFL doesn't change soon and adjust to allowing these young kids that are capable, are able to come in and contribute, make that decision, and take that leap, you know, um, sophomore year, for example, instead of having to wait 3 years. You can look at the number one draft pick for this year, probably would have been the Alabama linebacker Anderson Jr., but he's not eligible because he hasn't hit his 3 year mark. So that's roughly 6 million, $6 to $10 million that he's missing out on because he has to go to college for another year just to be eligible to get into that draft. So you're talking about that financial impact compared to like baseball, basketball, we have guaranteed contracts. Even hockey has a minor league system and where you're a professional, you're getting paid, and you can still be drafted to the NHL if you're playing on lower league teams and whatnot. And it's time for the NFL, to get with the modern program and allow these younger kids to maximize their opportunities and to make these life changing decisions rather than padding the pockets of these racist, quote unquote, college coaches. Um, as we had our news and politics, we referred to Tuberville and his racist antics. He's only one. There's a big segment of college coaches that will say whatever they got to get your kid to come play for them, but really it's just about that money. And I hope that we can continue to evolve and get these kids the opportunities that they've worked their butts off for to make it as a pro and
Right.
get paid like one.
Well, let me ask you this. So what do you have to say about the physicality of the NFL and how that extra time in school, while it absolutely does cut into your ability to make money. It kind of enhances your ability to stay in the NFL longer because you're preparing your body for a longer amount of time to take the kind of abuse that an NFL player takes. So what do you have to say about the age restriction from that perspective?
No, you're putting your body up there regardless. Since high school, you've been putting your body up there. In college, it's a full time job. You're putting your body on the line every play. One play can cost you your potential. So that's why you see a lot of top tier college players opting out of bowl games, opting out of games, not giving 100% because the film shows I'm ready. These scouts know I'm ready. So why am I going to potentially lose out on becoming a first round draft pick and having this guaranteed money just to play in the college bowl game? So they're already making those financial decisions. So let's let them make that decision after the freshman year. Now I don't think a freshman is ready. I don't think the sophomore may be ready, but that's should be a decision that they can make. But
Right.
it's also a developmental um, thing, and I think organizations need to have the ability to say, okay, we're going to draft him, but he's going to be just on our practice squad, so he can get in with our trainers. He can understand our system, and when we feel he's ready to contribute, we can bring him up from the practice squad.
I actually like that idea because it just gives them more opportunity. So, this is an interesting case study. There's been a lot of sports writers talk about this particular subject matter. Like I said, I know this is something that was important to you, something that you wanted to cover, and I'm glad we got a chance to do it, man. I agree with you that if at the very least it should be on the table for discussion with these players who sacrifice their bodies on a daily basis for these schools. And for the longest time, there was no compensation at all. They have a little something for them at this point, which is great. But we all know that college sports is a racket. But I digress on the topic. Anything else you want to add about this topic before we get into these power parlays?
No, that's about it. Let's move into to these L's that I shouldn't be taking.
Uh-oh. All right. I don't really know what's going on. I haven't been paying attention to the picks quite yet, but let's see what's going on with these power parlays. All right, man. So we got Terrence's picks. We got my picks. I'm a lot more conservative. I don't want no problems when it comes to NFL betting, so I try to stay away from the points because you never know. NFL is super interesting like that.
And I think this is one of the reasons why people love the NFL so much, because literally any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I know there is a huge segment of people that bet that 5.5 or the money line on the San Francisco 49ers. They're currently down 14-28 with 2 minutes to go. So my parlay is ruined just off of that one alone. This is kind of how the NFL works, man. You try to make an educated guess on bets. Luckily, we don't bet a lot, so taking a risk on the 7-pick parlay, it's not my life savings. I can give you $10-20 on a parlay, and
you balling.
Bands off of that, yeah.
You balling, bro. Listen. Because I'm betting $2. That's all I got. That's all I got for Caesar's Palace. I got $2 on this 7-teamer. Listen, my bass player, Scotty, man, we talk about these NFL bets all the time. This man did an 8-team parlay for $2. That shit pay out $1,012. On a $2 bet, bro, you gonna win $1,012? Like, come on, man. There's a whole lot of stuff that's got to go right. And I think I might have, you know what? I think I might have boomed myself. San Francisco messed all our stuff up today, didn't they? God damn 49ers, man. Money line is blown up. The points is blown up. So there go our power parlays. San Francisco, man. We didn't even make it to the second round of games. Damn.
We need to get some support in here. I think we need to bring along someone to submit their parlays to us so that we can post them up here. And we don't just have to take the L's every week.
Right.
Those out there to us, feel free to submit your power parlays of the week to us. And we can discuss it. We can have you on there as well. You can give us your reasoning on why you did so.
Yeah, for sure.
We might get some professional gamblers in here that want to lend us a hand. So
you know what? I am in Las Vegas. I might know a professional gambler or two to join the episode. I'll see what I can. I'll see who I can. Some phone calls I can make.
Yeah, we can. We can parlay with them and. Hopefully they can turn our $2 or $20 into $2,000.
That would be dope because listen, I'm about as good at betting on football as and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but women will be like, I like those colors. for that team. Like, that's about as good as I am when it comes to betting on football. It's like, I like the red team. We're going to go with them. So I don't know much about I mean, I like football. I played football in high school. I like the game, But when it comes to betting, it's always just been this up and down thing where it's just impossible to gauge who's going to win on any given Sunday. I mean, like, how do they come up with the point spreads? Like, it's going to be over under 46, and it's usually Vegas is so good at this. It's a whole science to betting on football. So this is a show that we're going to continue to do. So hopefully by the end of the football season, we have shown some improvement. We can show some wins. What I would also like to do, and this will probably get messy, but maybe we can kind of do a win-loss record for our parlays,
You know what I think we need to do?
What?
I think we need to do what you did and go with just like a 4-team parlay.
Hold on, bro.
And I think we can hit.
Wait, I'm sorry, bro. I hit the Siri button. I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. I'm sure the rest of the broadcast heard it.
With just 4 teams. Let's get rid of the 7. Let's just go with 4 and improve our odds.
That'll make it easier to count the wins and losses too.
But here's the thing, though. The NBA season starts next week.
It does.
And this is a good segue to also get our NBA parlays in. And we can do some player props too. So, I mean, I'm not a professional, but I got a budget to gamble with.
You got to have your gambling budget, man. It makes sports a lot more interesting when you are watching the games and you got a little something on it. You know what I'm saying?
And I really think that if you look at society today as a whole, that's what it's about. It's about the betting and your team. Most people just support their local teams and whatnot, whatever team they grew up with. But, they have an emphasis on the gambling, so they're looking at the other games and
we don't gamble. We don't gamble on these guys, but we rep them.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
No.
Definitely
we just bet anytime the Bears, we just bet against the Bears because that's the most likely outcome. I'm sorry, Chicago. I'm sorry. Okay? The Bears suck. It ain't my fault. Hey, talk to Lovie Smith or whoever the hell's over there.
Lovie Smith.
I know that's how long I've been out of the Chicago football. I know Lovey ain't over there, but still, shit. All right, man. Hey, bro, I think that's it, man. The first episode was an hour and a half almost. This one was we about 45 minutes in, so we doing good. And over my shoulder here, I see the Ravens are up 20-17, and it looks like here. What are these Packers doing? Getting that ass. Look, 24-10, bro. See,
hey, I picked the Jets too, so.
You did pick the Jets.
Yeah.
You know what? I think my guy Scotty picked the Jets too, man. I might have to have Scotty on here for an episode because I talk about my bets with him every week, and so I'll see if he wants to join us for an episode or two. But listen, man, we're supposed to have the outro music. I don't have it, but it's all good. I don't have the outro music. But listen, man, I just wanted to say again, thank you for being here with me today. You're my co-host, but it's your birthday and you could have been doing anything else in the world. But yeah, man, thanks for rocking episode 2 with me, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. Hey, and again, everyone, like, subscribe. We're going to have an NBA special next week, so tune in to that. We're both excited about that. We're gonna get our picks in for the NBA as well. So if you're a gambler and you want to continue to critique us and comment on our bad bets, feel free to chime in. But I think we're gonna hit on the NBA a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I'm feeling pretty good about the NBA too. I'm feeling pretty good about some NBA bets. The NFL is so up and down this year, bro. Like it seemed like every team is inconsistent except like 2 or 3 teams. So this is why the NFL bets. I'm probably not going to do that great on NFL this season. But NBA, I'm feeling pretty good about that, especially prop bets. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in to Speak on the Sports. Again, like Terrence said, subscribe, like the videos, share, tell the algorithm that you want to continue to see content like this, and we will continue to make it for you. Whether you want to see it or not, we're going to keep making it. So you might as well hit the like button. All right. That's Speak on the Sports, episode 2. Peace out, y'all.